All right, so you're getting a tour of my life, and this is my office, right, in my house, which I don't work in hardly ever because it's right next to our bedroom. And so when everybody goes to sleep and I need to work and record videos, I can't be talking in the room right next door, which is why I'm in the pantry most of the time, at least in this series. I used to be in the garage, but it got really cold in the garage, so now I'm going in the pantry. I'm going to show you something totally cool. If you're working on Windows, you could do terminal commands like you normally experience on Mac. You could do those on Windows. So remember, there's Windows, Microsoft, and there's Mac, Unix, POSIX, right? So that's all kind of the same stuff. And I'm saying POSIX, P-O-S-I-X. I'm not sure if that's the way you say it. I've only read it in my life. You know, that's what I've read. But you could look at this and you could read POSIX is like pretty much any Unix-based flavor, right? That's what it means. So you got Windows, Microsoft, and then you have Unix, POSIX, Mac, Linux, all over here. Windows is going to use the command prompt, totally different commands. And Unix, POSIX, Mac, Linux, they're going to use terminal commands, right? So if you're on Windows, you could do the commands that I'm doing in this course, and you're going to do that with a terminal emulator on Windows. This is only for people on Windows who want to be able to do the commands I'm going to be showing you, which are the Unix type commands. And you'll be able to do 90% of the commands. There's some commands that just won't work on Windows. So how do you get a terminal emulator? You want to go to Google and you want to search for GitHub Desktop. And then you're going to download GitHub Desktop. So you're going to download this. And then once you have that downloaded, you're going to start it, GitHub Desktop. And I am actually on a Mac. So it's going to look different when you come in on Windows. And you'll have a little gear icon up here on the top right for changing settings. And so let me just see GitHub Desktop, Windows, and see what kind of images are out there. And I'm looking at the different images to see if somebody has one. That looks great. Okay, so here is that gear icon on Windows. You're going to click that gear icon. And then once you click that gear icon, let me just look for settings. All right, so I found it. So when you click on settings, you'll come in here and you want to make sure you choose Git Bash. You want to get Git Bash, all right? So choose that one and then hit OK. And then you'll be able to run the GitHub Bash, and you'll just search in Windows for GitHub Bash or Git Bash, and then you'll be able to run a terminal emulator on Windows, and so you'll be able to enter all of those commands. The one other terminal emulator which I've heard about is I haven't used it, but you might check it out. There's a couple of other ones out there. The GitHub one I've totally used and it works great, so that's why I pass it on. But here's another one that a student recently forwarded to me and said, you know, this is a great one people should know about. So it's right here, and I'll just add that little reference there for you too, so that you could take a look at that if you want to try this one out right here. So Windows Shell you will love, right? Another terminal emulator. All right, so if you're on Windows, yay! You'll be able to do a lot of the commands I'm doing in this course by using a terminal emulator on Windows.